You had some stress in your life, you made it good. I see that stress in your eyes, you very good. No need for pressing the vibes, you're very good. You make it good, you know exactly what to do. You make it good, you make it good. You make it good, you make it good, boo. You make it good, you make it good, boo. You know exactly what to do.
What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Breezy. I came to make this lock thing a little more easy, yeah. What I wish I knew before I got my locks. First of all, let's hold a moment of silence for me and my locks. Rest in peace to my locks. Rest in peace to my locks. What I wish I knew about my locks. Remade, redone, redid, done over. Yeah, so, well, one of the first things I wish I knew is that I was gonna have to cut my locks. Let's just start from the beginning. Why not? Let's do that. So the first time I got my locks, and I will try to insert a picture, because when I was doing the whole perm life thing, yeah, when I was doing that, I kind of damaged my hair. Not kinda, I did. And so, yeah, like my hair was a little bit uneven, so I had to go ahead and even it out, but I wanted everything to still look natural. And at the time, I just didn't really want like extensions, right? So I did that. And the hair that she used was like a jet black, and it was not dyeable. It was not dyeable. It was not dyeable, and also it really did not match my hair texture. Like the curl pattern, it just was not, it was off. It was just like, yeah, so it was just like that. So that happened or whatever. So one thing I wish that I knew was to do my research on the type of hair that I was putting in my head. Yeah, I have like a 4C and 4B really in the front, kind of, just like a little bit, you know, still more like a B minus, you know, like a C plus plus, you know, still pretty coily. But yeah, so that's one thing that's just majorly important. I cannot stress this enough.
For real, like,
listen. Find out if you're not doing this
like,
yourself.
oh my God, for
find
real,
out from your
listen,
beautician,
girl.
hey, what kind of hair are you using? And you got to be careful, because sometimes, and I understand this, there's no shade, maybe just a little bit, but there's no shade. Beauticians, sometimes they don't want to tell you where they're getting it from, or they don't want to tell you the specific vendor or the specific type. They may say something generic like, oh, I'm getting an Afro Kinky. Okay, that's great. Afro Kinky is great. But which one? Which curl pattern? Let me see it. Like, let me see it. Let me see it. Yeah, let me see it. Tell her, like, yo, like, for real. All jokes aside, just let her know, like, hey, I want to see it. You know, I just want everything to be great. Like, it's great that you want like a different little curl pattern, like, cause I wanted like the little swirly ends, you know, to kind of look like, you know, I had, you know, like a 4B. Okay, but it doesn't look right, so don't do it, sis. I mean, honestly, I feel like you shouldn't have to really over-explain. If you do have to over-explain, that kind of leads me over to my next thing, which this was fine for me. This is just something kind of for you guys, because it is very important. But when I say if you guys' personalities are already not gelling, not vibing, you should know kind of like how it's gonna turn out. Like, it's not gonna turn out right. And I'm not trying to be funny, but when you have a loctician that you are already just, the conversation is flowing, she's open to your ideas, you're open to her ideas, because, you know, hopefully after speaking with her and listening to how much knowledge she has, you will understand that she is, you know, the expert, but also she'll understand that you are the expert of yourself. So you know what you want, you know what you like, you know what you don't like. And so you need somebody that's going to be able to kind of match with you and meet you in the middle. Not someone that's just going to do whatever you want and just, you know, fuck up your head. because let's say you have some thin hair and you say, okay, I want like super big locks because I think they're so cute, and you have a beautician that just says, oh, okay, no problem, you're paying me, whatever. Now see, that's not a good loctician. Beautician, loctician, I'm saying both because they can be either one. Sometimes people are not cosmetologists, and as long as you verified their work, that's cool. But like, no, sis, if she is just agreeing with everything, like, no, you really want to listen to her. Listen to what does she care about it lasting? Is she saying things, about how you can maintenance? You need to know these things, sis. You need somebody that you're going to be able to refer back to. If for some reason it doesn't work, you need somebody that's going to be willing to fix it. I had this. My girl was cool. We vibe very well. Even when I did not like my locks and I needed them changed, she changed them. She fixed them. So it's whatever. And I've stuck with her, since everything, it's despite how I've been complaining about these locks. But I like her. I can call her and be like, girl, like, okay, sis, this is not working. And she'll just fix it. She just does it. Like, I hope y'all can find somebody as professional as my loctician. If y'all want to know who she is, I'll ask her if she want me to drop her info. She does have a website, but I gotta see, but yeah, because I like her. Anyways, moving on. So tip number 3, guess what? It's gonna be the color. Oh my God. Why didn't somebody tell me about the color the first time? I have no idea. Girl, I went through the shits. Like, when I say I was with the shits, I was through the shits. I went through the shits. It was crazy. Absolutely. So anyways, if you've been following me, if not, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. But if you've been following me, you already know I've had to cut off my locks twice now. Because the first time was due to the color. I told you before in tip number 1 that I had jet black hair, and it was cute. It was so cute. It was adorable. But you could not dye it. And my ultimate goal was to have brown and blonde hair. So when I found out that I could not dye my hair blonde, like, y'all want the story? I'm gonna tell y'all the story real quick. Hold on. I'm not gonna hold you, but let me tell you the story. So I goes to the beautician, and she's looking at my hair, and I'm looking at her, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and she's just like, I don't think this hair gonna dye. And I'm like, oh my God, don't say that. Like, quit burning. You're burning bread. You're burning bad energy. Where is the sage? You need to fix this and dye my hair. And she was like, I'm telling you, I'm looking at it. It's not gonna dye. So boom. So we go, and then she puts like the bleach or whatever on the hair, and we sit there, and we just sitting there. We just looking. We just like she's nervous. I'm nervous. We're nervous. And 30 minutes went by. We just still looking. We just looking. The hair did not dye, sis. Like, it might have raised like one little bit, but like my real hair, like my new growth, was just like orange. Okay, it was just orange because it was just sitting in the dye for like ever. And she only dyed one. She dyed like 1 or 2 locks, thankfully. So I had like 2 orange locks. So of course I had to cut the hair now, because no, like, I have a half of an orange lock, 2 or whatever. No. So so we were just sitting and we found that out. She was like, honey, like, I can't dye these locks or whatever. And so then I was just like, oh my God, like, do y'all know how heartbreaking that was? Like, after spending, as much money as I did, to get it done, I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? And the only option was, guess what? To cut this off. I had to cut my hair. These are not my old locks. I don't have my old locks. My beautician actually kept those. But yeah, maybe I'll have a pic. It's been so long, and I only had them like that for like, a month or 2, because no, like, I had to fix that immediately. But anyways, so that is the tip number think I'm on number 3 right now as far as color. Yeah. So that's the tip for the color. Just make sure that you know if you are going to dye your hair right now, sis, even if you just for a second think that you might dye your hair 6 years from now, just get a blonde. Get a blonde, get a brown, and not like you can get a dark brown. I mean, the locticians say that you can get like the 1B or whatever like that, and it'll be fine. And you know, I've heard that they fix the jet black, but for me, y'all, what I've experienced, I just say, just get a lighter brown. Get the brown that your hair is. If you have jet black hair, I don't know what to tell you, sis. You need to dye your hair, because I'm not messing with the jet black. That's just for maintenance. How are you gonna do your maintenance? Because as easy as it sounds, it's not that easy to keep locks up if you don't know what you're doing, or if you don't feel like it. Because for me, like when I'm doing my hair, it takes me hours to do it myself, because you know, like I have other stuff to do. I have to make it like a spa day for me. So it's gonna take some time. When you sitting in the back of your head and you reaching in your head and twisting and doing this takes time. And if you care about the reason why, okay, let me tell you the reason why I do my own hair is, one, for the price. And it's not that I can't afford it, it's that I just feel like for what I get at the beautician, as far as the service, like with the retwisting, I could literally do that myself. And I feel like, no shade, I just feel like I can do it better, because I like my hair to be done a certain way, and I like to make sure that my hair is healthy. So while a beautician can maybe do that in, an hour, 30 minutes, I want to make sure that it's done to my liking. I want to make sure that I'm not retwisting all of my edges. I'm leaving my edges out. I'm letting my hair like grow as it should. I may not twist some of them in the middle, as much. I may let them, be a little bit, spongy, new growthy for certain reasons. And so I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking about, the health of my hair when I'm doing my hair. So that would be the reason why I don't get mine done at the beautician, faithfully. But there has been times where I wanted it done and couldn't get it done because I couldn't find anyone. And so that was another thing, or just not being able to find someone that was on the same page as me for the health of my hair. Because if I found somebody that was like really into health, really into growing my hair, really into like, the nurturing the color and stuff like that, like, yeah, I would go to the shop. Like, if I do find somebody, I will go to the shop. I'm not 100% like against going to the shop, but it's important that okay, what are you gonna do? It's super frustrating when you have locks and they're cute, but now you're not feeling like they're cute because they're not being done how you want them. Do you want to retwist your locks every 2 weeks, 3 weeks? If you like the retwisted look, that's fine. But just know, how are you going to do that up front? Because it could just save you a lot of headache, like in the end. Yeah. Edges are so important. When I first thought about getting my locks, I was like super, super scared, because I was like, oh my God, I seen those people who like their hairlines was receding. And that made me nervous, because I was like, oh my God, like I don't want to, in 5 years, have these locks looking all luscious now, but then somehow my hairline starts all the way back here. I don't like that. And so that scared me. And so I did a lot of research about, how to keep my edges, intact. So let me go ahead and give you a couple tips on that, just because. Then I'll make a part 2. If this video does well, I'll do a part 2. No, I'm gonna do a part 2. Leave your hair out. Don't put your edges all the way up, especially if you're a person like me who likes to do like a lot of ponytails and stuff like that. Just go ahead and leave your edges out, if you can. If it bothers you, I mean, I guess you can go ahead and put it up there. That's up to you. It's your hair, sis. If you like it, I love it. Like, if you like it for real though, if you like it, you know, just find ways to do it that it doesn't, you know, hinder your hair. And if you see your hair breaking, you know, try to go ahead and find another way to, you know, keep that clean lock look that you like. Because I like that look too. It's cute. But sometimes I really do like the Rasta look. I really do just kind of like to let them look a little, you know, I like to experience the naps and stuff every once in a while. But yeah. So that concludes this part of the video. This is going to be part 1. Make sure that you tune in for part 2 because it is going to get very, very lit. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching this video, guys. Bye.
You had some stress in your life, you made it good. I see that stress in your eyes, you very good. No need for pressing the vibes, you're very good. You make it good, you know exactly what to do. You make it good, you make it good. You make it good, you make it good, boo. You make it good, you make it good, boo. You know exactly what to do.